I'm John Winder, owner of Sidewinder Painting in Kingman, Arizona. And if the terms dainty, effeminate, soft, easygoing describe you as a painter, then the tip saver might just be for you. Just the tip, as the marketing guys did. You know, they're just trying to convince you that it's a good product. Just the tip, babe. Just the tip, right? So I bought one of these from a local store a while ago. I'm sure you've seen them either online or at your paint store. So let's crack this open here. Let's see. Oh, there's the first problem. Where did my $500 of Rack 10 housings and fine finish tips go? Well, they fell right the fuck out. That's what happened to them. So that's the first problem with these is, yeah, I mean, if you're in a shop environment where you're only moving it, you know, on a shop bench, that's fine. If you are driving around, this thing is going to get jostled everywhere, and your tips fall right out of there every time. So, you know, if you got guys driving trucks around, or, you know, if you, in our area, we have potholes like crazy. So, you know, bam, they're now, what's the point of it? They just bounced right out. Now you gotta dip your hand right in the lacquer thinner and then drink the rest, huh? So it kind of defeats the purpose. Second problem with this, it doesn't come with a gallon can, so you got to buy a brand new 1 gallon can, and then you got to buy, you know, whatever lacquer thinner is going for. What is it, $25, $30 for a gallon of it? Here's the next problem. Look at the color of that. So you got to filter it out, and if you're using one of these, chances are you're not cleaning out your tips and housings completely well anyways. You want the lacquer thinner to do the work. So that lacquer thinner is just going to get nasty and grody real quick. As far as does lacquer thinner work, yeah, that's what's doing the magic, but it's not the tip saver. So now you got to get your Leatherman or your pliers and dig all the stuff right back out of there. As you can see, I mean, obviously the plastic's going to hold up. I'm sure they designed it for that, but holds a few of the tips down in the bottom, and then there's 2 little spots here for a housing, for housings, and it's got this little handle on there. Obviously, lacquer thinner is pretty volatile. It's going to evaporate. So if this is just resting on your truck tailgate, something like that, your lacquer thinner is going to evaporate right off, and you're going to have to constantly either be changing it out or filtering it, something like that. Now, if you got, you know, an area where you're not driving over crazy roads, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. What I've switched to doing is I just use one of these with some soapy water. I use a little bit of just a splash of some soap, water, and a splash of some denatured alcohol. That's kind of like my pre-cleaner, and because you can take advantage of that natural bouncing motion of your truck, van, if you're using a van. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I know there's Midwest guys and East Coast guys, they love their vans, man. Whew. Anyways, but you know, it'll be jostling around and kind of give you some natural cleaning and scrubbing motion. And I'm probably going to get another container just for lacquer that's smaller. This is clearly something that this was a marketing engineer. This was you know, it's an idea, but it's like a Shark Tank idea. Is it going to be really useful to you? I mean, if you're an average construction worker, tradesman, probably not. I mean, if you're like one of those guys that I only do interior repaints, you know, because you can't stop jerking yourself off, then maybe it works. I don't know. But so far, I haven't found much use out of it. And, you know, like I said, I've got it. I've probably put in a good maybe 6 months, and I haven't really found any use out of it. So Save yourself the trouble, guys.